Story every Friday. Hello, Amy. Hello, beautiful. Nice world. Nice world. Good. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to read you a story because it's Friday. So get ready to relax a little bit and to listen to this cute little story. It's called Yuck! That's not a monster. Yeah. Mother and Father Monster were very proud of their 3 eggs. Father Monster kept them warm by huffing his hot, stinky breath. Mother Monster screeched to them. 1, 2, 3. That's Daddy and that's Mommy. One stormy night, the first egg cracked, and out climbed an ugly little monster with prickly spikes and snarly fangs. "Oh, he's so frightful," said Mommy and Daddy Monster happily. That's what they called him, frightful. Then the second egg cracked, and out climbed another ugly little monster with horny spines and bristly warts. "Oh, she's horrid," gasped Mother and Father Monster happily. "So that's what we will call her, horrid." Frightful and horrid. Now look at this one. Oh. Then the third egg shook a bit. Frightful and Horrid gave it a poke. Out crept something very soft and something very pink. "Ah, he's so sweet," said the little monsters. "Let's squash him." "Well, he's not what we expected," said Mother Monster. "He is a bit of a shock. Let's throw him in the trash," said Mother Monster, and suddenly there was a crash of thunder. "Mama!" cried the fluffy one and jumped into Mother Monster's arms. She looked down at her bundle of sweetness. "I think we'll keep him," she said. "He may look different, but inside he's a monster, just like us." So they called him Little Shock. What color is he? Pink. Yes. He looks like candy floss. Look how cute he is, and his beautiful eyes. And look at them. Real monsters. And he's a cute monster. Each day, Frightful and Horrid grew hairier and scarier. They learned how to spit and to hiss and to snarl and to scratch. But Little Shock grew more fluffy. He liked to gurgle and roly-poly and twinkle his big blue eyes. He loved his brother and his sister, and he followed them everywhere. Awoo! If you want to play with us, you need to be wild and rambunctious, said Frightful and Horrid. They showed him how to howl at the moon until the moon hid away behind a cloud. But Little Shock was afraid of the dark. They showed him how to squash and stomp and trample. But Little Shock saw a worried worm and sat down to give it a hug. "Ugh!" screeched Frightful and Horrid. "It's just a little cutie pie." They didn't like that the little one was so cute. They wanted him to be like them, ugly and scary. Okay? Okay, let's see now. They're going to the woods. Soon, Frightful and Horrid were bold enough to go monstering in the woods. You must take your brother with you, insisted Mother Monster. Frightful and Horrid snorted grumpily, but they put Little Shock in a wagon and they hid him under a blanket and they tugged him along. In the woods, Frightful leapt out at a fox and made its fur turn white. Horrid pounced on a wild pig and made it jump into a tree. They had a wonderful time. Little Shock hugged his blankets and played peekaboo with the mouse. Look at the little mouse. So he was playing nicely and they were playing rough and wild, scaring everything. What shall we do now? Said Frightful. Let's find something big to scare, said Horrid. Something big rustled in the bushes ahead, so they crept up on it. Frightful and Horrid saw a hairy hump, and they winked at each other like this. Can you guys wink? Do you know how to wink? Do that? Any, do you know how to wink? Like this. Eh, eh. Ona, can you do that? Eh. Ledge, can you do it? Eh. Close one eye. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so they winked at each other like this. Because they were going to be naughty. What can this thing be? Oh my gosh, it's huge. Look here, guys, it's huge. But the hairy hump was only a little bit of a big monster. It snarled and it flashed its fiery eyes. Who dared to roar at me? He said. Frightful and Horrid were terrified. They were so terrified to run away, their spines dropped and their claws curled up. They were scared. Look at the big monster. He picked up the little one. Let's see what he's going to do. Suddenly, the big monster spotted Little Shock. Ooh, candy, he said. Little Shock stared up at the monster's face. His big blue eyes grew wider and wider. And then, he gave the monster a kiss right on the cheek. Do you think the monster's going to like that? Monsters don't like cute things. Yeah, he said. The big monster wailed and cried, and he dropped Little Shock in horror. He was so afraid that his fur turned to frizz and his bristles fell out. Help, he cried. It's too adorable. And he ran away, crying for his mommy. Frightful and Horrid couldn't believe their eyes. You kissed him, they said. You kissed him, and they laughed. They couldn't believe their cute little brother kissed the big scary monster, and they were so scared. Now they love him. Look. Horrid swung his little brother high in the air and sat him on Frightful's shoulders. Maybe being cute is useful after all, she said, giving him a pinch. Little Shock just purred happily. Come on, said Frightful proudly. Let's go home and all kiss our parents. The end. That was a nice story, hey? See, even the little cute one, what was his name? Little Shock. Even he was useful to them because he scared the big monster and they were too frightened. Hey, so he was actually the brave one out of those guys. They were so scared, like shaking. Okay, guys, did you have a good week this week? We learned about the environment. We learned about pollution and recycling. And remember, we made promises to look after the earth, right? So remember your promise you made to the earth. It's freezing here. The screen is frozen. Let me